I'm AJ McLaughlin.
I'm Ryan Ruiz.
I'm DJ Rich.
I'm Ruben Cesar Telford.
I'm Martinez.
And we are the hosts of Opinions and Consequences, the podcast, the show where your opinions can lead to consequences.
Better word than host.
So, choose your words wisely. Enjoy the show.
Me and my constituents.
You just unplug it.
What a like proper word, constituent.
My bad. I mean, throw you off like that.
My comrades. Comrades is a good one.
Comrades.
Me and my
I
comrades.
don't. Comrades?
Yeah, comrades better than host.
I feel like you're in like a boot camp.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, yeah.
Boot camp?
Well, depends on how you look at it.
What's really bueno though? What's poppin'? What's Gucci?
What's really good, people?
Do people actually still say that? What's Gucci? What's Gucci?
I feel like they say it's Gucci.
It's Gucci. It's Gucci, man.
It's Gucci. I feel like Gucci says it's Gucci.
I wonder where did that come about?
Brr.
He
did start the wave. It's so interesting to watch other people on their phone. It's so interesting.
Why?
Because you like look and you're wondering like, yo, what are they looking at?
Do you ever do that?
All the time.
Like, are you really concerned about what people?
No,
are
I'm not
doing?
concerned. I'm just like intrigued. Like, I wonder what he's looking at. Like, you ever see somebody smile when they're looking at their phone? You're like, I wonder what's making that motherfucker smile like that. Why are you cheesing? Why are you so happy?
Like
what on your phone has you smiling like that? And they give you just a group chat, just talking shit. Like, you know, could be a nude. Could be just someone saying, hey. Could be a funny joke. That's all. Or a meme.
No bullshit.
Plenty
No bullshit. Sometimes I do one. They'll be like, yo, what are they laughing about so much?
Yeah.
And they be geeking too. They're like,
yeah. When they do that
geek,
part, it's
when they super
uncomfortable.
geek.
Might be something funny to them and corny to you.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, but you're still
bullshit.
curious.
No
You still
bullshit.
want to know the joke. What's the joke? What is so funny?
Like, I feel like the worst is on like public transportation. Like when you're really like sitting there, you're just like
People watching?
you're kind of like,
Yeah, you creeping. Oh, you catch yourself doing that too, huh?
Nah,
You be looking at people's shit. Don't lie. I know we've all right,
have
let's
to.
be honest. You
Somebody said
you ever
that's
lean
what
over
I'm
and just look at someone's shit, just like.
Nah, if it's like side by side like this,
That's what I'm saying. Like the
if
little
it's like,
lean.
I'm not gonna lean. I'm just gonna look quickly. Like, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
If it's something you're intrigued by.
No, I'm not.
If it's something you're intrigued by, you do a little.
Nah.
All right.
I can't be doing that because like my head's already big as it is.
no
If I move
bullshit.
my whole body,
I don't
my
think
head and
anybody
my
on this
shoulders.
panel has a small head, for the record.
Nah,
I
We
think
do
I
have a
probably
bunch of-
I gotta.
Well,
Niggas do got
that's
cabezas.
the hair. It's the hair that adds
No,
the
that's
extra.
more than hair. I gotta admit that one. I appreciate you trying to look out for me, but I gotta.
I mean, we all do have some big ass heads. I'm just saying. Like, nobody has a peanut head on this podium. I'm just saying.
It must be a Hondu thing.
Yeah, it's a Hondu thing.
it might be. It might be a Hondu. thing.
Big head, you know,
It
big
might-
brain,
It might,
you know.
It might.
Don't worry, it's no judgment. But no, I mean, I've done a little like the lean back, like, oh, all right. On public transportation, that's just the funniest shit, because that's when you can see some good shit. Like, you can see somebody in the middle of an argument.
But I don't really want to be open.
Yeah, no bullshit.
It's like,
Oh, don't do that. Don't be that
I don't.
person. I don't want to.
no, I don't want to be in
Come
somebody
on,
else's
nigga.
shit.
It's just curiosity. Sometimes you want to
not
see
that
some.
curious.
It's like seeing a car crash happen. You don't want it to happen, but you're gonna watch it if it's like, ooh, shit. Like,
Nah, no
oh, I
bullshit.
saw it.
I see too many people. That's why there's traffic. If everyone just mind their business, there would be no traffic.
Oh, that's bullshit too.
Nah, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Niggas are stupid.
Yeah, you
I know. Let me tell you. People are stupid.
stupid.
People are not niggas. Because niggas are
Slow
stupid. But people are
drivers,
stupid.
Like, yeah, reckless driving.
Nothing's worse than seeing the person that's causing all the traffic way ahead, and they just like, it's just them. That's the worst one. I'm like, oh, I want to talk to that person.
It just be them.
Yeah, it just be them. Because then you can see ahead of them, but like, it's like going over something, and you could just see like there's 2 or 3 cars that are causing all the traffic. That's the one thing that irks me. I will
Absolutely.
admit that. I will admit that one. But like traffic, yeah.
So, other thing that happened to me today. Do you ever, when you're driving and you're like, why the fuck is this person going so fucking? You start swearing so much for no reason.
You know.
Then you drive by him. If it's 2 lane, like if you're driving to any of those.
Yeah.
2 lanes, and you drive by the person. And you look over automatically to see what the fuck they doing.
Oh, yeah.
And you see them on their phones like, motherfucker, you gotta do this motherfucker right.
You gotta-
And you
yeah,
go right back to you doing the same shit.
I'm looking at IG while I'm driving, and I'm fine. I can keep at my.
Nah,
I would just
no
catch myself
bullshit.
like, why am I being so passive aggressive when I'm doing the same shit they doing?
I think the one that makes me more upset is like the
when they're not
cop
good at
on
it.
detail. The cop on detail is the one that pisses me off. When people drive slow because the cops, I'm like, he's not gonna pull you over.
He's not gonna pull you over.
He's busy. He's just chilling, making money. Don't worry about him.
He's
on his phone too, just like you.
He's telling somebody, "Yo, I can't wait to get the fucking."
Exactly. Like that's the one that irks me.
Like,
like driving by a construction site and seeing like the cop just chilling, and then people just drive slow just by that little section. I'm like, this motherfucker don't even care about you, bro. He is in the car chilling. Like he can't leave here. He's not gonna call somebody to come chase your ass. Like people just.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's never that deep. It's never that deep.
But I will say, I have looked at a couple accidents and drove by real quick just to see what the fuck is going on.
You actually gotta slow down.
You just kind of.
It's like respect.
Yeah, like, it's just like are they all right? They good. It's a 3-car accident. They good. That first person though, good luck. Like your insurance is going through the roof. Like that's the person I always think about. I'm just saying, that's not, but fuck traffic.
Nah,
it was bad
bullshit.
today, so I ain't gonna hold you.
No, traffic was bad today.
I don't understand what was going on. Like, were people preparing for the snow or?
Probably.
They probably see the snow melting.
We got 3 feet, so I mean, shit, it's already gone though. Basically, I feel like it's on.
But it's about to freeze up.
Yeah,
tonight.
tomorrow's gonna be a bitch. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
No, tomorrow's gonna be super.
We're supposed to get like 6 inches, some shit like that, 7 inches.
It's like one of those things.
And then they cancel school already. Punk ass kids.
But they didn't cancel on Monday.
Yeah, they punk ass kids.
That makes
Fuck
no
them
sense.
kids. Okay, let me say that. I don't got
problem.
kids.
It's not OBS, man. Fuck these kids.
Fuck these kids.
Bullshit, man, you know why? Nah, no bullshit, man. Because you gotta remember something. Like, yo, we used to have to sit.
Truck it.
No, not even truck it. But we had to get up early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You had to watch that screen.
You had to
watch that screen.
And you just had to hope to see.
Door Lord.
Come on, Boston Public Schools. Come on.
Shit.
Back then there was no email.
No email.
phone calls,
None of that shit.
TV in the morning.
You was watching channel 5, 7, or 4, and they all had the same shit at the bottom. You was just hoping one was different. Nah, fam.
Yo, and then when you hate it when they said delayed.
Oh, that was a
Delayed
2-hour delay. Like, yo,
delayed.
just cancel the day, my G.
Like, my G, I'm not gonna get up for this.
4-hour delay was real disrespectful.
4 hours
Because that's
is
noon.
pointless.
That's noon.
It's
Like, we kind of
It's
wasting
pointless.
time, bro. It hurt me more because when I would see Boston Public canceled and not Arlington canceled, and you know what came before, right before, it would just jump. It'd be like Ashland, jump to bus, like, right over my shit, like,
I know you was tight.
Oh man, I used to hate that shit. I used to be so upset. That was the worst. Cause I didn't get away with that shit. Like Boston, when I would see Boston Public School, like, damn, y'all get to stay home. Cool.
Oh, that's the worst, man. That is the worst, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something, man. So we just got on the show, man. Listen, the question of the week was, are you the type to take the same advice you give? If not, why? If so, why? Why not?
Who's gonna start?
I don't know.
You
Who wants to
spoke
start?
first.
No, not me.
Why? So you don't take your own advice,
He
huh?
said, yo. He
You
said,
spoke first.
That's not
Why
advice.
not?
I'm just asking a question.
Oh, I'm gonna let you start because I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Oh.
No, sir.
I'm trying to start. Y'all start.
I always start.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You are so full
You
of
know
shit.
I'm always winded.
You are so full of
No
shit.
bullshit.
He goes last.
I be winded.
He's the leg. He's the final leg of the
Let's
race.
see. Can you say that one more time?
Now, are you the type to take advice
Give me this.
that you give? And if so, that's good. But if not, why not?
You know, I'm getting older. You know.
Oh God. I feel
Start
like
with a sermon.
You gotta
Start with a
start.
sermon.
That's a
put on
good start.
some
That's a
music
good
for
start. That's a
him.
good start. Go ahead.
You know, I'm starting to get older. You know, and I see a lot of things. You know, things that I've even, you know, I realize I should be thinking of. Nah, let me stop bullshitting.
About time.
Nah, but real talk, I would say I'm actually, just because I'm getting older, it's easier for me to accept the advice that I'm giving to others because I figured that I can figure out a way for a loophole in what for the advice I'm giving because I'm different from that person. That makes sense.
So you don't follow your own advice, basically.
No. Well, back, I would say before 28, 27, I would say yes, but I had to start realizing certain experiences that I have to take my own advice that I'm giving to other people because it's like, why try to be better? Why go the difficult route when you already have the answer? That makes sense.
Big fish.
No, that makes sense.
That's all I'm saying is just, so to answer the question, to this day, I am starting to take my own advice that I give to others.
Okay. Fair.
Easy? Thank you.
Well, that's cool.
Good for you, man.
Straightforward.
Good for you.
Great. Good for you.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Yeah, I also, give advice, and I'll try to do the same thing with, the advice I give people. It's not going to be, it's going to be 95%. Sometimes, you say the advice and be like, damn, but am I really doing that? On certain, situations, on, certain aspects on life, on, certain things when you give somebody an advice. So, yeah.
Why you looking at me as soon as you finish that?
That's the nigga you give advice to. That's what you telling me. You got to think about it. I give this nigga advice. Like.
Nah, but sometimes, you give somebody advice and sometimes it backfires because are you doing it? And are you showing them examples, once you get that person that advice, so it's like 95%, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that 5%, sometimes you be like, damn, you got to fall back because you do slip up sometimes when you get somebody
100%.
advice,
Nobody's perfect. That's the thing that is like, people don't realize, like, everybody wants to, I gotta be perfect. I gotta make sure I have the answer for this, and this. Like, bro,
everybody got time.
Live life.
Everybody live life. Everybody got to mature at a certain time. Everybody able to recognize shit like, oh damn, like, he did give me that advice 4 years ago. Let me, you know what? Let me catch up on that. So, yeah. Clinton.
Do I follow the advice I give? I try to. Everything is situational, though, to be 100% honest. Because when emotions are high, logic is low, and all that dumb shit. So, like, relationship advice, I try to, like, not give. That's what I've learned. Keeping your relationship advice to kind of yourself, because every situation is different. So, like, I can't tell someone, because, like, prime example is, like, if someone asks me, like, oh, how should I deal with this or do with that? I'm like, yeah, you don't know, because you don't know that person's significant other. You don't know what the intimacy is on that level and what's going on with them. So I try to kind of back out, like, as respectfully as possible, because I know my woman, but I don't know what your girl is like. And if you say certain things, she might react a certain way, and mine's may not. So I try to, like, stay away from a lot of relationship advice. I try to give general advice, I guess, and say, you should, what did you do? Or, like, shit like that. That's, like, my big thing. Like, well, nigga, what did you do? Because it's a two-way street. So, like, I try to follow my advice a lot. So my friends remind me, like, nigga, you really did follow that, because when I tell you, I don't give a fuck, I don't care. That's my big thing. I don't care. I ain't doing it. I don't care. I stand on that, and that's a bad thing. That's not a good thing, but I try to, like, follow it as best I can. But everything is situational. So, yes, I do follow my advice for the most part, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. You can't give people advice and be a hypocrite. That's just, like, not fair.
Okay. I'm with all of y'all on this, man. Like, I feel like a lot of us do tend to not take our own goddamn advice. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, we're giving everyone bars. We're giving everybody the bars. Like, yo, you should bet on this, or you should do Bitcoin. You should do this. You should do that. And you're like, so what do you got? Oh, I ain't got no time for that. No, I'm not doing that. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of times, like, it's one of those things where it doesn't have to be, like, even relationship or anything like that. I just feel like we do that a lot. Like, we will just sit there and just be like, yo, this and this and that, but then we don't even do it ourselves. Like, sometimes I have people talking about, yo, I told you this team was gonna win. I'm like, so why didn't you bet?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just told you.
I laugh at your despair in betting. That's why I don't bet. It's funner to laugh.
But then again, I'm just like, yo,
thanks.
Why even go? Why are we having this conversation about it? Like, you know what I mean? So, I do feel like a lot of times us.
Clear one.
I do feel like a lot. That's Casa.
Yeah, you're here now.
It was a clear one.
No. Oh,
I don't know.
Well, you're here now. It says happy birthday on yours, which is cool. So
it's about a month too late.
No bullshit.
Whatever. Sorry, as you were saying. So yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like I feel like a lot of us we give so much great advice, but then again, no one takes it.
Yeah.
Like you sometimes you would sit there and be like, damn, that shit was a good ass advice, but why the fuck did I do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's interesting because I gave advice the other day, and I was telling my boy to just go outside and shovel because of the storm.
Yeah.
I was saying stay ahead of it, and I was doing it, which was fine. And he was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna wait." And then I got to a point where I was like, "You know what? You got to do it on your own. Do this on your own. You know, I don't gotta tell you." So then I was like, "You know what? You just gotta learn." So sometimes you get to a point, I think, where you're just like, "You know what? I ain't gonna say shit. I just gotta let you do what you're gonna do." And that's the hard part to get to sometimes, because you can see the train crash happening, and you can't stop it. You just can't. You gotta let it happen. Like, you know what?
And then you're absolutely right. But and then there's times where you just give certain advice, and
Jesus,
Like I guess you're right. You know what I mean when it comes down to when you said situational and all that stuff. But it's just really funny that you know what I mean. Like a lot of us have all these great ideas, but then we don't even take our own advice our damn selves.
The worst ones is the niggas say, fuck that bitch. Those are the best ones. Those are the, I love those ones. I'm like, so what girlfriend you got? What's the last one? Oh, man, you know, I ain't been in a relationship like 7 years.
And I love, because Jay-Z said it best, you know what I mean? Somebody would tell you how to do it, but they never did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people will tell you how to do it, and they never did it. They'll probably read about it. They'll probably, but you know what I mean? Go ahead.
We talk about business all the time.
I was just going to say, I think there has to be a distinction, though, because and I'm not going to say, someone can give you not advice.
Perspective?
That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, you know. I'm here.
Because, like.
I'm here. I'm here for the game, coach.
Because it's like, yes, somebody can be single for their whole life, and you understand, they know exactly why they're single. They know exactly all those things.
Do they?
Yeah, they.
Some people.
Or they're big.
All. I said not every. I'm not saying everybody.
No.
If I said everybody, okay, I'm just saying it.
We fucking with you.
But what I'm saying is, people can give you different perspectives.
Yeah.
But also be like I said. That's why I think the best. I mean, I'm not gonna say this for everybody, but I think that the most sound advice is something that you get different perspectives on, and you make your final decision as to how you want to manage it. And now I'm not saying you get the wildest person that's been doing the wildest shit all the time, or the person that hasn't been doing anything, that has every step of the way have been doing yes, ma'am, yes, husband, yes, wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like people that you feel, because everybody has that feeling.
Yeah.
And have and that's experience that you have with the people.
But like that's like I'm not gonna get relationship advice from a single person. No offense, and that's not. Offensive. Like I can take. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying advice. I'm not saying advice from a person. I'm just speaking. Like I'm just speaking to your point. I agree with you. What you're saying is correct. I'm just saying like I'm not gonna get entrepreneurial advice from someone who works a 9 to 5 because they don't understand that perspective. They'll never be able to understand that perspective. No. And just like I'm not gonna get marriage advice from a single person.
Or somebody that's been divorced.
Or someone that's been divorced 7 times or 6 times. Yeah. I'm gonna get it from someone who I've viewed or and like I guess. A prime example is like, am I gonna act the same way in front of my mother that I would act the same way in front of y'all if we wilding out? No, that's just not, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, there's different people for different avenues and you just have to know what avenue they're good at or have attained that you're trying to attain versus someone who's just speaking from like bullshit and out their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, single friends can give you some good advice, but they can't give you sound advice like a married friend would give you if you're in a relationship because they're gonna be like, hold on. Chill out, take a break, go over here, go to your corner, just chill, rethink about it. You just mad right now, and then go back. Where a single friend will say, oh, fuck that bitch, let's go. And you're like, well, then what good if I didn't put in 7 years over here and you telling me to just break up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's all about, it's also who you get advice from. You got, you have to have respect for them.
Yeah,
like that's and that's what I'm saying. You got to choose the people that you take advice from. But like, I just feel like a lot of people just feel that they just know what's right, like what's you know what I mean? Like it's just I just sometimes I'm just like, yo, bro, it's easier said than done.
Like we have conversations all the time about business because we're in the entrepreneur field, and it's not that I don't respect my friends that aren't in it, but they don't understand what it is. I think I called him and talked to him about it like this week. I was like, yo, bro, why is this person telling me how to do this, but they work a 9 to 5? They don't even understand what this is to have employees. Or like someone will tell me, I'm a boss or I'm this, but you don't have employees. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna tell me how to pay my guys if you don't do this?
Correct.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of interesting. But like him being in the entrepreneurial field, we understand it. Like he's like, no, bro, your taxes, you gotta spend this. I'm gonna listen a little bit more because he actually understands the level of intensity and the idea of what it is and responsibility of what it is.
Correct. You know what I mean? You just gravitate towards people that's like probably in that same field, that same experience, or people that has done it or has shown success at it.
In the process of it.
Correct. You're gonna be more inclined to talk or listen to people like that. You know what I mean? And respect their advice.
So
go ahead.
I think we should segue into another topic that we also have on the agenda, and what is your question of the week? Sorry, not the question of the week. It's your, it's your sidebar question that we had all talked about.
Okay.
You want me to read it, or are you gonna read it?
Fat chicks for 10
grand a night.
All right. So Ash's sidebar question he had was wow. Ash's sidebar question he had was, Is it maturity or experience that changes people's habits? And the reason why I say segues is because we're talking a lot about a track record and a trend.
Correct.
That allows you to feel comfortable with somebody else giving you advice.
Correct.
So as we segue into this next topic, I'll state it again. Is it maturity or experience that changes people's habits?
It all depends on the person. I think it's experience.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
I'm going to say maturity. I'm going to go maturity, but I'll let y'all go ahead and I'll go.
I go with experience. I mean, if you keep doing something over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're gonna be able to mature. I'm like, okay, I've been making this mistake multiple times already. I need to mature to get to being perfect and to stop doing this shit over and over and over and over again.
But wouldn't that be insanity though?
Shout out to Mel. Mel said it was both. So she said both. Go ahead.
It's interesting because wouldn't that be technically that's the actual definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. So,
correct.
So that's the only reason why I push back on the experience aspect, because maturity, it takes mature minds to sit back and say like, okay, let me gaze the entire situation and actually like be like, okay, it's like you're not gonna react to the same things you did at 21 that you are at 31. Right? And that does come with some experience, but it also comes with maturity in yourself and saying, I don't need to react to this. Like this just does nothing for me.
But you
so it's kind of weird. Like I agree with your experience part too,
and it's true too. Like because my thing is like this, like you know, and like Mel said both, but you know, the experience portion of it. If you experience it early in your life, you don't have to wait till you're 30. Like you know what I mean? Like if you
agree,
like all right, somebody that has money, somebody has a lot of money, like that grew up wealthy. You know, if they win the lottery, won $10,000. They're gonna be like, all right, cool. I've had it before. Like, you know what I mean? It's different. It's different in the sense
I
of
agree with you.
It's different in the sense of being like, oh, yo, this has never happened to me. Like, what should I do?
But that's like the same thing as saying like you get a new car.
Correct.
When you get a new car, you're excited, no matter what. Like you get it, and then right after the maturity, and you was like, all right, I got it. Now what? Isn't that like? But I guess I'm asking that question to you, like, because you're right. Like, yeah, that person, $10,000 is nothing. But if like they were 100 million and they hit another 100 million, they're going to be excited naturally because you just doubled, right?
Yeah, you are. But it depends on what you've been around and what you like. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we have levels of stuff. Like, we're not gonna like we look at certain things. We're like, oh, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, correct. Because we've either been there, done that, or is this like, yeah, that's what's up.
But can we agree that also? I guess I'll ask you guys the question. I know some guys that are younger than me. I'll give like Ryan's a prime example, that are more mature than I was at that age.
And that's based on,
you know, I know guys that are 41 that aren't as mature as some guys that I know that are 22, 23.
No, and
they don't have the same experience.
I appreciate that, by the way.
Well, you know, I'll give you credit when it's due. But just in general, like I can have a conversation with him that I can still have with a 37-year-old.
Correct.
And they're not as mature about it. So does it necessarily mean you have to have the experience, or does that just mean the maturity was that took that portion?
No, and it comes back around and says like, yeah, it depends. I guess it depends on what impacts you the most.
Correct.
I guess it comes down to what impacts you the most. Like if it's the experience portion, that because it's sometimes like how we sit there and be like, yo, until it happens to you, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
Correct.
Damn.
I agree there.
All right, you know what?
So what would you? I guess that's.
So we should all go around the table and say.
Let's ask the question. Which one would you prefer? Yeah, I was gonna say that we're on the same page. Your experience.
I said maturity.
No, he said experience.
Oh, sorry, my apologies.
Okay.
I said in the question originally maturity, but what I am experiencing in this age and time, I'd have to say experience, because I have a lot of experience in things that I didn't have prior. So I would say personally experience. Besides the question, I'm going to say maturity, but experience is where I'm going to go on that.
What do you got?
Portion.
I'm gonna go with experience.
I'm also gonna go with experience. And I'll just say, cause I know I didn't talk, but I would say the only reason why I say experience and because I think at this point, also for myself, I'm becoming more confident in not only who I am but what I believe in. And I'm not saying I'm any guru. You're gonna learn, and you're either gonna burn your hand or you're not.
Correct.
You know what I mean, with every experience, but you're gonna learn from every experience.
Agree. Yeah.
And even and it's from individual experience you have with people, or something that you're gonna actually go through.
Yep.
and I would say that the part, I think the easiest part to start to understand once you really have set a foundation for yourself and what makes you feel comfortable is when you start to realize other people's experiences and what they say is not what you already know in your gut you don't believe.
Okay. I'm wrong. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Because you have that intuition. You have that you have that experience like, okay, this correlation don't add up. It don't add up. So you know how you have to move forward in order to get what you want. And even and you know, I'm not even going to the other topic because that's a whole other rabbit hole.
Oh well, I mean, since we're here. But no, like I mean, I guess I don't know if not to wrap it up, not to cut anybody off.
No. That was all I had. That's all I had.
I guess like maturity is very important, right? Because you can have certain conversations, but so is experience. You have to experience a lot of things to get to some maturity as well. But there's also people that just have maturity prior to the experience, and they know better, and they just know how to react. And you know, like I said, sometimes your maturity has to show. In different ways, like having tough conversations and you just realizing what they are and that they're not attacks against you, because not everything is an attack against you. And if you feel like that, that shows your lack of maturity. No, thank you. I'll take the stuff I had before. Okay. But it will also show. Yeah, the stuff I just don't like to. That's
He's like.
But in the end of the day, if I had to choose, I would say my experiences. No, not there, puppy. If I had to say, I would say my experiences shaped a lot of my maturity, but I did have maturity at a young age as well. So
no, and that's
my answer. No, thank you.
That's what's up, man. Like, you know what I mean? And it is, like I said, man, it's super important that, you know what I mean? Like,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Before we can move on, sorry. Are there some people that you wish never mature? Because a child in them is so like, you're glad they have the child in them that it makes you feel like a child sometimes.
No,
we do immature shit all the time, man.
No, we do. It's. I feel like it's.
We don't lose the inner child.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a difference between being mature and then it's just a difference between you just being yourself and being a kid again. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody, I feel like, you know what I mean? Life is too short to be sitting here and fucking doing the most serious things and at all time. Like there's times to be serious, and then there's times where you can allow yourself to be goofy. But I just feel like, you know what I mean, because that's, you know, it keeps you young, keeps you young,
keeps you feeling alive.
And that's what it is. But I feel like a lot of times I do feel like, you know, certain people just, I wish that certain experiences happen to them like right now. Where it's just like, yo, bruh, until you realize this, you're never going to understand this. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're never, ever going to get it. You know what I mean? So,
because I have friends that I'm like, just continue being who you are. Because, like, you make it fun. Ooh, that was lucky. That was lucky. That was that's clink. But like then there's those friends that are always like the mature one that you go to and you're like, damn, you're gonna fucking be all serious and shit. Like, forget it, man. I just
don't you hate that?
Yeah, God, I gotta talk to this person because they're gonna be a little more light on the mood. So, who the hell is this?
Hello.
Hello.
What's goody?
Hi.
Listen, man, you are rocking with the boys from the Opinions and Consequences. This is AJ. One of your hosts.
Good evening.
Hey, girl. Hey. Okay.
we got Clinton E. Martinez.
Hi.
We got Richard Ruiz.
That's him.
And then we got Ryan in the building.
Yes, sir.
Listen, once again. Listen, Sarah, you know the drill. You know what you say. Oh, Sarah.
Who that?
Yeah.
Who that nation?
Yeah.
One bad. All right. Who that? One bad.
Listen, once again, you already know. Like, don't say anything to incriminate yourself. You are rocking out with the boys from Opinions and Consequences. What's really good?
What's up?
You're so giggly. What's
no
going
bullshit.
on here?
No bullshit. No, real quick. Last for your social.
Yo, straight up. I need that.
Yo,
you got some good credit? I need to know if you got good credit.
Don't even play with me.
I just need to know if she got good credit.
Yo, stop it. Yo, Sarah, what's going on?
What's up? So what? Oh, shit, I just let my dog out talking to you guys.
Oh,
so
shit.
What's the...
Listen, we have a quick question for you. Are you the type to take the same advice that you give?
Y'all really got me thinking. So a lot of things came up when you guys were talking. One thing that came to mind is what is easy to do is easy not to do, right? It's really easy to give people advice of what sounds good, what sounds really good when you say it out loud. And then like some of the fellows were saying, like when it comes down to really taking action in your life, it looks differently, right? But one thing, the other thing that you guys brought up is like, as we age, as we grow, as we mature, our decision making, our actions change, right? We maybe react differently. We take different action than we would. Like, for example, us in our 30s versus in our 20s, we're going to hopefully start behaving differently, right?
Try to.
Yeah. So that's something that came to mind as well. Like, I noticed I'm obviously taking my advice a lot more now that I'm 34 versus a few years ago, right?
Okay, then welcome to the
Finally
crew.
learning the lessons. Finally learning the lessons.
Finally.
And then the last thing that came to mind was living in integrity, right? If we're saying something and we're giving advice that obviously stems from somewhere that we believe in that and for ourselves, right? Within ourselves. So, and when we are living in integrity, we will actually take our own advice.
Can I hit that clap? Can I ask you a question? What does integrity mean to you?
To me is doing, for me, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure my dog doesn't attack. I have a husky that's as tall as me.
Nice.
For me, it means doing the right thing even when nobody's looking, and like within my own life.
That was the dictionary. That was the dictionary. No. I want what you think.
Dictionary in front of me.
I know, but that's the actual definition. We all know that one. I'm saying, what does it mean to you?
It sounds like Sarah read a horse.
She read all that. She read it on the thesaurus.
For me, it's not just a dictionary definition. It's actually living that in your life. That's what I mean. I actually have it written on my bedroom. I'm not on my wall, but I actually have a large. Yeah, like I have it written down on a sticky in my wall, on my bedroom wall. Like living in integrity. I'm doing the right thing, even when no one's looking. I'm following my advice. I'm taking my own advice. So the other thing is like I'm a coach, so I get paid to advise people. Right, so that is even more important.
So when we say fuck them kids, she don't agree.
To live in integrity.
Okay, that's dope.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah. One last thing too.
Yeah.
What do you think about? Is it maturity or experience that changes people's habits? Like, what's your take on that?
Oh, this one I'm torn. For me, I would say that we mature through our experiences. No.
Okay.
Because I mean, I know I had to mature.
I mean, that's what Richie said. I'm cool with that. I can live with that. I respect that.
Okay.
You fuck with that? Cool.
I'm rolling.
I felt like you read that off of Fortune Cookie.
No, she definitely did.
I feel like you got that shit.
Y'all don't know me. That's just me. Hello, I am a
know
speaker.
She read that when she got the Kung Pao chicken.
Sarah, we know you.
That's what that was.
We know you, Sarah.
We know who
Follow
you are.
me. That's
So what's the
fun.
last 4 of your social?
Nah, get out of here. Bye.
All right, Sarah. Good
Thanks,
luck.
Sarah.
Adios.
All right, bye.
You think her dog is outside still?
Yeah, her dog's definitely outside. That's definitely
Man,
outside. No bullshit. But no, she had some good bars.
No,
she had some good bars. She had some
Definitely.
good intake. With the whole integrity. I do feel like I gotta agree with her.
Your experiences shape your maturity.
Yeah, like I do.
good too.
You know what I mean? I feel like it depends on the person.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I definitely do think that
Some
it's
people are born mature.
Yeah, no, some people
are born mature. I can't even fake the funk, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't. Oh, good hands. Good hands. You ain't Odell, but they good though.
No,
you ain't make it to the show.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's why you play defense.
Yep, yes, sir.
bullshit.
So, one of the things I was thinking about, and I'm going to correlate to one of the big news that everybody's been talking about.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into it, we're gonna take one more call.
Get him, green hoodie.
Take one more
Get him,
call.
green hoodie. You get him. Get him.
Got the Hunter green.
Hunter green too.
Hunter.
That Kofi's hard. I ain't gonna hate.
No.
I ain't gonna give you a lot of
bullshit.
credit. Relax.
See the boots?
He had those for like 8 years. Those I've seen.
No.
Those are new?
No.
You had those
since
since
15.
Oh yeah,
This
okay.
had to be 15 years.
I'm like, oh, those? You had those back in the shipping container?
Yeah.
Oh damn. There was no mosquito back then.
No,
He slapped the
100%,
shit out of
100%. I'm
He
not
slapped the shit.
I'm
You
not
gonna
like
let that happen?
I'm not gonna like.
You gonna let that happen?
Shh, we got caller.
Hello.
Yo, he slapped the shit.
Hello.
What's going on? What's up, B Mac?
Richie, slap
Hello. How is
Listen-
everyone?
Hey, listen, man, we good. Listen, once again, these are the boys from Opinions and Consequences.
Hey,
It's your boy,
hey, girl, hey.
AJ. We got Ryan Ruiz in the building.
Hello.
We got Richard Ruiz in the building.
They're related.
And we got Clint E. Martinez.
Hey, girl, hey.
Listen, B, you already know the drill. You know, listen, what you say. You know, you don't want to say anything to incriminate yourself, but what's really good?
Let's take the last 4 of your social.
I'm doing well. How is everyone?
What's the last 4 of the social though?
We need to know the credit
My
score.
last 4?
What's
your credit score?
My credit score is good.
No, I'm saying
You
just
above a
last
700?
Last 4.
Last 4, we gonna find out.
Last 4 and birthday. That's it.
Let's
That's
run
all I
it.
need.
Let's run it. We gotta
That's all
run
I
it.
need.
We gotta run it.
That's all I need.
That's all we need.
How you doing, B?
I'm good. I am fulfilled in life.
Man,
so
that's
I'm
good, man. I'm glad to hear
that's
that, man.
nice.
That's good, man.
That's
Fulfilled.
always great.
I feel like you're eating a calzone.
Yeah. Well, you know.
She said I'm
On the
fulfilled.
couch. Or pizza rolls.
Yeah,
Or
no
pizza
bullshit,
rolls.
B. All right, real quick, B-Mac. Are you the type to take the same advice that you give?
I'm such a good advice giver.
Is that self-proclaimed or somebody else?
Yeah, I feel like
That's
you
the
gave
question. There we go. Yeah, is that
I feel like-
self-proclaimed?
And no, I think everyone around me says I give really good advice.
We should put a tally
said,
vote
"I
below.
think."
Yeah, we should put a tally vote.
Can I get some sources?
Yeah, we need
Can I get
sources.
citations, please.
Some sort. Well, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus
No.
because they don't
Sources
always take
say-
advice.
We'll leave it at that.
Sources say you're a good advice giver.
I am, but it's usually like it has to do with their personal life, so I don't want to put them on blast.
No,
Okay.
you don't gotta put nobody on.
No, it's
blast.
relationship
no.
advice.
But do you like what I'm saying is like, do you give that advice, but do you take that same advice from you or like that you gave?
So
or,
yeah,
or-
I wanted to go back to the original question.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
I do. Yeah, I do. I actually think that living a simplistic life without expectations is huge. So like, that's exactly how I live my life. I work really hard, and I'm humbly happy with what I do have.
Humbly happy. H
I feel like-
squared.
Did you watch Spider-Man?
She was watching Lifetime.
Did I watch Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I haven't. No, I'm actually
okay,
pretty
okay.
disappointed.
That was a
in
Lifetime.
myself.
Because that was
was a
what
Lifetime
the chick said. She was like, "Yo,
Oh,
if you
really?
have no
Zendaya?
expectation, yeah." Remember when she was like this.
That's
She was like,
Zendaya.
if you don't have no expectations, like you would
Madea?
never.
No, Zendaya. That's Zendaya. He's
chick,
talking about
man.
Zendaya from Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
She does drugs on Euphoria a lot, by the way.
She does?
Yeah, she does a lot of drugs on
for her.
Euphoria. Good for her. No. She overdosed too. It's quite crazy. Great show.
Hey, you giving away
Horrible.
all the
In the
plots?
movie.
That's part of it. That's part of the show.
Let's go.
I don't watch the show.
Let's go
Don't
back
watch
to
it.
B-Mac.
It's a lot of weird
No,
stuff.
no,
Sorry,
there's a lot of.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
Continue.
All right. Another question, B. Is it maturity or experience that changes people's habits, in your opinion?
I mean, there's a certain age where people just mature naturally. So I
talking
think
about
it's your
just females?
experiences at first. No,
No,
everyone.
females mature faster than males. I'm
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. We all rolling on that. We can agree. We'll give the women their credit. You guys mature faster.
Nah, you do.
You
guys
do.
do.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You guys do. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say the experiences first, but after a certain age, you mature. So they both kind of go hand in hand with time.
Oh, so time. So you're gonna use time. Okay.
Time.
Time's a
Yeah.
good indication. That's
Time is
fair.
good indication.
Maturing like fine wine.
Unless
Feel me?
unless you're from the mountains of Caucasus, then we gotta talk about it because you don't mature and look the same.
Okay, so could we?
The cocoa
let's
butter don't hit.
since
Sorry.
B, you're gonna be our last caller. We're gonna hit you with a remix real quick. Okay.
Doom, doom, doom.
Okay.
Is it harder to keep up with a lie or easier to always tell the truth?
Oh, it's definitely easier to always tell the truth.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I don't know about that one.
Really?
I don't know
Really?
about that one.
All right, we want to hear your take really quick, and then we're gonna dive into this. But what is your take on always easier to take? Because we have another caller calling in, but we're not gonna take that call.
No.
So go ahead. Go ahead. We're not gonna take that.
No, don't answer it.
So
Let it ring out.
Nah, B-Mac's important.
wait, do you want me to answer?
Yeah, answer that. We're gonna let it ring out. Don't worry about it.
So no, I don't feel the need to lie. Like I've always been a very honest person, and I expect the same from others. So
Wait.
why lie?
When you say honest, like you would tell your friend straight up, if she looked like shit, like no, like
Yes,
honesty
and I
is
expect the same. Yes.
honesty. Wait. Like when I think of honesty, personally,
Blunt.
you have to be very blunt.
Yes.
Super
Like there's
blunt.
no sugarcoating. Like you know that's not a good idea. No. Honesty is like, yo, that fucking outfit
Like it
is
can be
horrible
brutal. Yeah,
on
it
you.
can be brutal. I get it. No, I totally understood the question.
She's too nice. She's too nice. She don't do that. She don't do that.
No, of course I do. I actually have one of my best friends here. And
All
she's
right,
gonna
put her
tell-
on the phone. Let's ask.
Oh,
you don't
she-
she.
No, put that person on the phone. Let's ask if you've been honest
She
with them.
didn't sign up for this. She's not ready to go on the air.
Speakerphone work. Speakerphone work.
I'm not ready.
Be like, yo, she told you like shit in the outfit? Just straight up. She told you like shit in the outfit? I want to know. But like shit has to be in that sentence.
Not no bullshit, no cap.
That's-
no cap.
'cause that's real
So
shit.
so you believe in just always telling the truth, no matter how
Yeah,
bitter it is, how bitter it is.
it can be,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll
I
tell
mean,
a
I'm not
man
gonna,
he
like-
ain't shit?
But okay,
I-
no.
I-
But wait. Okay, are you? Hold on. Okay, so are you? How is your emotions when it's the other way, on the other foot?
Ooh.
Oh, I can easily get offended, or and they can. Yeah, but that's just normal. That's just how my experience.
Okay, no,
me
I'm
to-
just saying
Just
because you know what I mean. I'm
Just
just
curious.
Yeah.
I just want to know if it's just just easy to reciprocate it, like you know what I mean, like
Oh,
it's,
no,
it's not seem like that.
She gets offended, she said.
Yeah, she gets offended. Like so.
I mean, yeah, it
she can
depends
give
on what it
but she
is.
can't take it.
If it's close, if it's close and dear to my heart, of course.
Okay.
So I guess that kind of negates the first part, because if you saying, all right, it's easy to tell that it's like she said, the truth is fine when it's coming from her.
Correct.
But reciprocated back, she cannot deal.
No,
So
you can't
what is
take
that? How does that fall, I guess, is my question.
You can't take your own
If you
advice.
can't take your own advice, then.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
No. Wait, what? Because when advice is given, you expect them to apply it to their life. That means not everyone's going to take my advice, but do I live by my own advice? Of course I do.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Thank you for
clarifying. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I still stick by my statement.
Listen, B-Mac, thank you for rocking out with
Appreciate
us,
you.
man.
We can take the other
You have a
call
good
now.
night. Take a shot of tequila.
Tell your best friend, hey,
Oh,
we appreciate
that's
her.
a great idea.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Tequila. Or is it Shakira? Something like that.
All right, B.
Hey, it was great talking to you guys.
Oh, it was great talking to you
Thanks.
guys.
Likewise.
Toodles.
He said toodles. All right.
Adios.
Adios.
She speaks Spanish. Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah,
Rich?
she,
I heard the accent the whole time. You didn't
Well,
hear that?
no.
yeah, I didn't hear that.
I thought she was from the Caucasus.
But no BS. Like I feel like back on that same topic. Like I do feel that it's tough, man. It's tough. But I feel like, you know what I mean, if you're able to give out the truth all the time, you got to be able to take that heat
Yeah,
too.
you
bro.
gotta eat that
Yeah,
heat.
you
You
gotta
gotta take that
heat, bro.
smoke. When it
If that
comes,
smoke comes, bro, you got to stay in the kitchen, bro. You gotta stay in the kitchen.
sometimes motherfuckers be waiting to give you that smoke though.
They be
They've been
waiting.
sitting on
They be
it.
like,
They be
okay.
like, ooh, all right,
Today's
cool.
the day.
This is
Today's the day.
Welcome to the fucking show. That's it.
I do. It is harder to keep up with a lie
No, it absolutely is.
because you got to live it.
Oh fuck. But
gotta
wait,
live that.
can
You
we
gotta live
admit
it.
that people?
Then-
A lot of people are living a lie. Can we admit that?
Absolutely.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot
Okay.
of
A
people.
lot of people.
So it's like, is it as hard as we think?
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's not as hard as you think if you have something. If you have something to tie, like you have something, a goal in mind or something that's gonna tie you to it, right? So this is like, I'll say, if you know you want to, let's just say this. I'll leave it at corporate world right now.
Okay, I like that.
If you know you want to make it to the top,
Yes.
you know there's certain things you're gonna have to do to get there.
Fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
You got 100%. I should do it with daddy. You got to. You got to. You
Something
know.
wrong with that?
No. I mean, yeah, but no.
Okay. I thought we were LGBTQ community comfortable here.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with. Yeah. Anyway,
All right,
let's just keep moving forward.
Yeah, I just want to see where you're gonna go with that.
No, but it's just like if in a corporate world, there's people that haven't. There's no Mr. Nice Guy that gets to the top.
That's a fact.
correct,
I'm
correct.
rolling. See why I
Correct.
said you mature? You know.
It's like you have to, and even if you are a nice person, you have to figure out a way to get what you want because people are gonna always have barriers on you. So it's either you going I'm gonna go ahead around my manager. I'm gonna go ahead around do this.
Got to.
and get to my point. Or I'm gonna do this. I'm
Be
gonna
a
do
snake.
that. You always and people and it's all about. And you know,
he said go around.
go around and snake. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean.
So, but people always. It's like, whose perspective are you looking at? The person that isn't getting any benefit from what's happening is gonna say like snake, say all the negative things about you.
Haters.
Thank you, them haters, brush them off.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know but the other thing too though, people that understand the game, it's a game of chess.
You right.
And the game of chess, it's the rules of rules. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're breaking any. It's just bending them.
You right. Oh,
You tell him it's chess is not checkers.
bitch. All right, let's not act like a lot of people didn't say that. Let's not act like a lot of people didn't say that.
It was the finish of what I was saying. I'm done.
My bad.
Anybody else gonna go ahead? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rich. You can say what you got.
I had nothing to say. I was just
He said he had that one bar.
I would like to point out this is the first episode.
Yo, no bullshit, man. Listen, this is like teamwork.
Yeah.
This is teamwork.
First time, not first time.
Yes,
Probably like
yes.
second.
We
one.
haven't fought at all this episode.
No.
That's
It's
That's
early.
good. That's
It's
yeah, not
early.
yet. Hey, don't get in the back of your head.
It's
Relax.
early.
We're here. We're chilling.
It's
We're chilling.
early, buddy.
We're chilling.
Nah, I'm rolling. Yeah, I think it depends on whose perspective you're looking at it from. You're right. Because you trying to make what's the word I'm looking for? You trying to excel could take you to do some things that other people don't agree with,
Or feel comfortable. Yep.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should screw anybody over for any dollar amount. I'm not saying that. But if you have to go above your manager or above your superintendent or whoever's above you to go a level further, hey man, I ain't mad at you.
And not everybody's gonna see your vision.
Correct.
Yeah.
is
That's the other thing.
100%
And that's one of the things that also maturity and talking with you guys and talking with other people.
But it's all a competition, bro. It's all a competition.
But
People are in competition, you don't even know.
But that's the other thing too. You know what? That's actually a sidebar question. I'll bring that up afterwards.
Go ahead.
If you lost your, I'll bring it in.
No, people want to see you do good, just not better than them. That's the
Yes.
key to that whole thing.
And the thing I was
No,
the part of the competition.
You're right.
Go ahead.
No. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's like going like the whole Tom Brady shit.
Oh yeah. We can get into
The whole
that.
Tom Brady stuff.
Shout out
Like,
to
you know
him.
what I mean?
Shout out to him
Like,
for retiring, man.
Finally, and
thank-
admitting it. We all knew it.
Thank God.
Ask
You know
him
what I mean?
that.
As
Don't
much-
be that person.
No,
You're gonna miss him.
No, I am that person. Because
Are you gonna miss him,
I'm
though?
No,
You gonna miss him?
No, I'm not gonna miss him
Okay,
because
sorry.
you know. Listen,
Yes, he is.
I'm man enough to say I'm not a Tom Brady fan.
Well,
No,
we knew
and
that.
that's
We've said that for
no,
100 and
hold
some
on, but-
episodes.
Okay, no, I understand that, but
Everybody
I'm
know
just
that.
reminding people.
Okay, my bad.
However,
That's me.
I give credit where credit is due. You know what I
Most
mean?
accomplished?
He is
Most of all
the
time?
most accomplished. No,
Most
I'm not going to say that. No.
I'm gonna say most
no,
accomplished.
no.
I can live with that
He
statement.
is He has
The most accomplishments.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
does. He does.
I'm
and
okay with that.
I can't disagree with that.
There's no
a
denying
fact,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
But as far as me looking at him as a GOAT, nah, I'm not doing that.
That's okay. That's perspective.
I'm not doing
That's
that.
opinion. That's
not
okay.
doing
Is it
that. I'm not doing
consequences?
that.
Opinion,
I'm not
opinion is a
doing that. I'm
motherfucking
not doing
consequence, ain't it?
that. Nah, but
I mean,
but
can we just say 3 things that he did finish the top in touchdowns, top in yards,
cool.
and what was the last one? Playoff
cool.
wins or some shit like that. He finished in like a couple.
So did Bill Russell. But listen, my thing
you
is
right,
like this. My
you
thing is
right.
like this. My thing is like this. So
Your GOAT is gonna be opinionated.
your GOAT is
Yeah,
always going
it's
to be
all
opinionated.
perspective.
But like my thing is just like this. Like let's keep it 100. If he wasn't from here, you would have been doing the same thing. You'd have been like,
I'm
well,
rolling.
Well, you know, I don't know, dog. Like these
Yes.
other players, like you know what I mean. But since
yeah,
he's from here,
100%.
a lot of Bostonians they
He's
gravitate
from LA,
towards
but
him.
he's
from-
from.
Well, no, I'm saying because
He's from San Francisco.
He won the chip.
He won it. He won it all here.
Yeah, he's from
He did
Cali.
20 solid
He's a
here.
Cali
You got to
boy.
give it to him. 20
No, I'm
solid
not-
is 20 solid.
and I can't
And
disagree
then
against
1-1 in
that.
Tampa.
Can I ask one
I was
question?
not-
Do you
yeah.
respect him at least? Can we admit you respect this game?
I give him his props. That where it stops.
That's cool. As long as the respect is there.
I give him his props. That where it stops.
I respect Brady.
Troy Aikman's your guy, right?
No. His guy's Peyton. His guy's
Thank
Peyton.
you. My
His
guy
guy's
is
Peyton.
paying.
Tony
My guy
Romo,
is
Dak
paying.
Prescott.
His guy is Peyton. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Tom Brady was the greatest thrower of the football.
He was.
But he knew how to win a game. He knew how to manage a game. He knew a lot, and he is the most accomplished. He's not the greatest football player in my opinion.
No.
In my opinion, he's not
And that's
because
fair.
like
That's
Lawrence
facts.
Taylor and Jerry Rice are like
There's-
1 and 2.
there's
Like
great
that's just me.
players out there,
and
bro.
there's greater
Outside of
things
my
that you're
era,
not
so
gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things. Like we'll never see another Tom Brady probably in our lifetime per
Maybe
se.
not.
Maybe not. But like I have to give him all the credit in the world.
You know what I mean? Like
it's 20
like,
years and
like,
won. And
real talk.
out of 10, he won 7. That's just 7%.
Pat Mahomes is better than him.
Pat Mahomes could throw the ball from anywhere. I ain't
Pat
gonna hold
Mahomes
you.
is better than him.
But until he wins the show,
but that's the thing though.
he gotta
that's
win.
what I'm saying though.
But he has the best career to start.
Correct.
To
start, his shit is crazy.
To start,
but
is he gonna go down the Aaron Rodgers?
We don't know. We don't know that.
But
it has just started.
Here's
in 4 years.
Here's a lot
in
of
4 years, but he been to 3 in 4.
Here's the thing though, like, you know what I mean, like, we always forget that, you know what I mean, you have Bill Belichick, bro.
Correct.
Like, like, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that he's not one of the best defensive minded coaches ever. Bro.
Tom Brady for 16, 17 years had top 10 defenses. That's
like,
crazy.
Come on, bro. Like,
that is crazy.
We cannot deny that, bro. Yeah. We cannot deny the fact that
I will
like,
give
you know what I mean? Like,
a 60-40 split in that regard. I give that. I will agree there.
Yeah, I'll give him more
60,
credit
40.
for winning chips here in New England, versus Tampa Bay.
I will too. I agree.
And
I agree.
And that's 1,000. That's 1,000.
I agree.
And that's me.
Third or fourth receivers that make them decent.
Which is cool.
We could go on and on.
But like, it's they say offenses get you to the show, but defense win championships, bro. You gotta. They held the greatest show on turf. Like, that's just undeniable, bro. Like, there's certain things that I wish Tom Brady said when he left. Like, I wish he gave New England his credit. Like, you didn't have to be petty on your way out. Like, that's the only thing I didn't like.
I don't think he was petty.
No, I do. I think. Wait. And this is this is my only. And you can go ahead after this. Sorry. I'm gonna say like this. He was petty, I think, because he was hurt, and I can understand his hurt because he wanted to stay here and finish here. And granted, Bill was like, future, this, that, and the third, and that's fine. Because I think any of us, if we gave our life and soul to an organization and they were like, oh, nah, and then like 1 year they fought about me and the next year they let me go, anybody would be hurt because you put in all that time, that effort, and all of that. So I can understand why he did it. I just wish he didn't do it because I look at Tom Brady. He was a class act. Besides, like, you know, the whole not shaking Buddy's hand at the end of the Eagles win that year, like little shit like that. Like that's the only that's the only thing I feel like, because when you win, you're the same man, but when you lose, you gotta be the same man, bro. Like that's just a respect game. I think that's big. That just shows a lot about your character. And I wish he did give New England his credit because he did make New England great, but New England also gave him the opportunity to make himself great. And that's a big part. Like, someone has to give you opportunity for you to flourish. And that's the only bad nick I have for Tom Brady. Besides that, that man is the most accomplished. I will give him all his credit. I am happy he did 22 years and he left on his own 2 feet, not because he was hurt, not because he was forced out, not because of nothing, because he wanted to be with his family. And he said, you know what? I've given you all I can give you. And that is my only thing with Tom Brady. And I appreciate all 22 years of football he gave us, and we'll never probably see it again. That's all I gotta say.
That's what's up. Go ahead, bro.
I think we're only gonna see an evolution of what's next, to be honest. Like, what brain, he had no athleticism, but he had the brain, he understood what needs to get done. Yeah, he did that.
Correct.
So I'll give him his kudos. Bang, bada, boom.
Yeah, that's real.
But the question, so I actually had a question instead of more of talking about him. But my question goes back to the idea of competition, who you're competing against. Understanding his career, and this is just a segue.
Yeah.
And thinking about my sidebar question, I'm thinking about here is, when you're competing, at what point in your life are you competing? Have you figured out if you're competing against yourself or other people? And I'm not saying a specific number, but when do you feel like you think that transition will be?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Well, all right. So then I would say then the other part of it would be your perspective right now. Do you feel as though you're competing against yourself, or you're competing against what others in the industry or others in which you're looking to do? I would say others in which you're looking to do. Are you competing against?
Ash, start off, bud.
No. Is it same thing like gym bullies? Like, you know what I mean?
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Plug. That was a shameless plug. That was a shameless plug.
No, it was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the beginning phases, you think that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, anybody know gym bullies? Like, you know, I do a lot of online fitness stuff and all that extra stuff. Like, you start to, you feel that, you know, at first you're in competition with other people. But then you come to realize that, you know, when you've when you've done everything to how can I put it, to fulfill your palate. Yeah, go ahead. To fulfill your palate.
Me and you here.
Once you've done everything to fulfill your palate, you come to realization that you start to do things that, you know, you're just doing this for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like and that's the stage that I'm at, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the whole last chapter and all that extra stuff. Like, you know, my whole thing is just like, you know, I have fulfilled my palate. You know, and, you know, when it comes down to competition, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, somebody will, you know, increase the bar or level up the bar or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Somebody would do that stuff, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm competing with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once I feel like, yo, hey, you've done everything, what are you going to do next? Is it going to hurt yourself? Is it going to be your downfall? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you have to, like, I had to sit there and be like, yo, hey, you did it, bro. What else you got to do, bro? You went around the world twice, my G. Like, what else you want to do? Like, after a while, it's just like, if you continuously do it, it's just like, yo, you're going to find yourself like, damn, yo, I got hurt. Or damn, yo, I ain't got it no more. Like, I'd rather leave at the top knowing that I'm like, all right, fuck it, man. Shit, I'm leaving this game, like, where it's just like, damn, shit, I think he could have still gone more.
So he is like Tom Brady.
Nah, so you know what I mean? Like, so it's one of those things where, like, yo, it's like, and that's why, you know what I mean, I could relate to the question that you said, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when it comes down to competing, like, you have this whole aura where you just feel like, yo, listen, like, you know what? I did it. I had it. Got mad at it. I don't want it no more. That's it, man.
What you got, Rich?
You go ahead, Clinton.
Yo, he said, you go ahead, Clinton.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah, it's hot potato.
My man said semi-pro.
With competition in the business I'm in, I started originally because I hated. And that's the wrong word, actually. Let me not use that. I despised. Let me use a very vivid word. I despised certain people in my business, and I was in competition with them because I wanted to just beat them out, if that makes any sense. I wanted to just beat them and show them I was better than them and show them I was all these things. And then I got to a point where I realized, like, look, I don't gotta beat you to be better than you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You are there.
It doesn't define you.
Yeah, it will never define me because even if I beat you, it will always be now what? Now what? Now who next do I beat? And I'm gonna keep looking for the next person to beat. So then I started to realize, you know, maturity obviously is like, if I'm doing better than I was last year, the year before that, and I consistently grow, I'm only in competition with myself. And because like me and Rich, you want to improve consistently and improve your craft. So that was a big thing for me. And I was in competition with people, and then I realized like this is not even, they're not even paying attention to you. So why are you paying attention to them?
Yeah.
And that's a hard lesson that it took like a lot of like self-reflection, because it was like, yo, I'm trying to be better than this person. I hate this, bro. I don't like this person because of this and that and the third. And then it was just like, you know what? Just be better than you every single project. Every single project. You consistently move up, move up, move up, move up. And then at a point, like, you know, people will realize your accomplishments without you even saying it. And that, you know, that consistency of your name and referral and things of that nature will consistently build. And then you will consistently build. And then you will look back 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, whatever it may be, and be like, well, look at where I started, and now look at where I am. And that's the growth that I think that is the greatest growth, right? Because you realize it, and you're like, damn, I was struggling to do this, and now I can do this, and I don't need that, and I can just make all this shit work. So it becomes over time that you don't need to be into competition with somebody else. You got to be in competition with yourself. And not even competition with yourself, but you got to appreciate yourself. You got to appreciate where you started and appreciate where you're going, and just see the finish line. Because in the end of the time, no one's like, it's like any test. If you get an A in the class, whether he gets an A, whether you get an A, whether he gets an A or an F or a D or a C or whatever, I passed the test. And that is enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I passed. Like, you passed, okay, I passed too. Like, great. Like, you know what I mean? And that work will show over time. So that's I guess my answer.
No, that's that, man. Shit.
Okay.
You gonna pass the ball, you gonna answer.
Nah, I'm about to piggyback off of what he said, you know.
Smart man. That's a smart man.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to piggyback off of that regarding, you know, you are your own competition, you know. And also regarding pretty much stay in your lane. Don't go after people's lanes like, oh, I'm seeing this person do, I want to do that too. I'm watching this person do, I want to do that too. Like, nah, like if you're good at something, try to be great at it. You know, like you know, like I said, I was piggybacking off of him, and I was feeling his vibe, and you know, you're good, be great at it. You know,
I tell people like this, man: good, better, best. Don't stop till your good is better and your better is the best.
Yeah. Get
good at your craft.
Yeah.
Just get really good at your craft. Lock in on your craft. That's my advice. Man. Lock in on your craft.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's okay. It's okay. Like some people think it's arrogance when you tell people like, "Yo, I'm great at what I do." Like, the fuck you mean?
No,
like,
he's right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I tell people like this: I'm a god at fucking moving weights. Like, it's not meaning that I'm saying I'm God. I just know what I'm doing, dog. Like, I just have that much confidence in myself. Like. But a lot of times people don't understand that until they're actually at that level and be like, yo, I get you. Yeah. I get you now.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit that.
I get you now. I get you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that.
Envy will show you.
A lot of people don't understand. Like, you know, yo, shout out to Jamal. You know, he got Jamal Burke. You know, he got his own podcast, and you know, we had our little falling out and all that stuff, and we got that rectified. But at the end of the day, man, he hit me and he was like, yo, I get you. Yeah. I get how you felt. I get how you move. Because I'm going through that. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of times people don't understand what's going on until you actually going through it. And then that's when people are like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sure. I get you now, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, like you're not gonna understand it until it's actually yours. Like, you know what I mean? When you're working on your stuff and you're building your craft, man, you're not gonna get it, man. You're not gonna get it.
I that's to piggyback off his point. I became envious, and I didn't like that.
And that's it.
That trait. Yeah. I hated that trait in me. I was like, no, why am I envious of that person? I can do what they do. It might take me a little bit longer, but when I get there, we're in the same room now at this point, and the respect is like, oh shit, you're here. And like I said, I got into the room with that person, and they were like, well, I've heard about you. And I'm like, oh, you heard about me? Like, okay. And I'm still, in my mind, I'm like, I'm still here, and you're here. But now that you've heard of me, and we sitting at the table, so does that mean I'm here now? You know what I mean? But I was so upset at that person getting opportunity, and it was just like, okay, don't even focus on that person's opportunity, because when you build, your name will consistently grow, and you'll have a good name. You know what I'm saying? People will realize your work, and people will appreciate it. And you don't got to show it like per se, but people will hear your name from other people. Like, yo, I heard Clinton, you know, I heard this person doing this or that. And then you're like, all right, so I am doing all the things correct. And I don't have to try to be mad at that person or try to show out that person. It's like, it's cool. When I get there, and that's fine. And it's a process.
That's what it is, man.
It's just a process.
Go at your own pace, bro.
Go at your own pace. It might move faster than you think, too. And sometimes it does. I will say that.
Some people do struggle, you know, and they go at their pace. And sometimes, you know, they have a year or two advance before y'all. But, hey.
It happens.
It happens, man.
Go through the process.
Yeah, it happens.
And when you get there, you will appreciate it.
You gotta appreciate it, man. You appreciate it, man.
So much.
You appreciate the progress. Like, you know what I mean? You start to look back. Like, I look back a lot of, you know what I mean? People call it dumb shit. I call it dumb shit too. I look at the shit that got me here. Yeah. Like, and you just like, oh shit.
Look at that.
Yo, goddamn, I was doing that shit back in. You know what I mean? Like, you start to look at it and you're like,
appreciate it.
Wow.
Look at that, yep.
You know what I mean? Not only from, like, you know, video editing, not only from...
We have videos from 03, 04.
You know what I mean?
We were
like,
doing it.
And you sit there and you look at it and you're like,
phones was trash. The phones
look
was
how
trash.
far we came. Yeah. And that's the appreciation factor. A lot of people don't appreciate that because, you know why? Because they never lived it.
Yeah.
And if you never lived it, you're never going to appreciate it because you're always looking at somebody like, they're showing off. They're doing this until they actually go through the process and be like, yo, nah, you know how hard I worked and how long it took me to get here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, until you actually go through that. It's like people are not gonna appreciate it.
Yep. Young Dolph said it best. Think about what you at, and then look at your past. Look at where you at, and then look at your past, and then you be like, all right, you know what? I made it here. I got this far. I can go just as far. You'll see yourself in a couple of years. Just focus on the finish line and don't quit. That's my advice. Don't quit.
Bullshit.
Do not quit.
Don't quit. Don't
Nothing
quit.
comes
And
out of
matter of fact, and now we're speaking about quitting. Like, do you think Brian Flores should just give it up?
No.
Or should he just keep
that off, Ryan?
Going?
I don't.
Richard.
Or do you think?
I don't think he's gonna get hired again as a head coach in the NFL off of this alone. Unfortunately, I think he should give it up. Well, or Bill might give him a call like, "Yo, I have this position right here. You could, start from there." But or is he done for the NFL for good? He could go to college also. That's another route. But it's kind of sad that you got to get kicked out of NFL because of
I think he's just. I do think he's just blackballed right now.
Yeah. And when you say in the NFL and the owners, like, it's a wrap. You're done.
Nah, the owners run this game, bro.
Yeah, especially the owners. Yeah, the owners do. They do.
But at the same time, the only person that could rectify this, believe it or not, the one person that can rectify this is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, believe it or not.
I think Bill. I think Crafty too. They're the two.
I think Jerry Jones. Just because Jerry Jones. You got the most expensive team, bro.
Yeah, but Kraft
you
is right
have
there.
the most value, and you have the organization where you're like, yo, you know what? I want to win, bro.
Gotta get McCarthy out of here. Yeah, McCarthy out of here.
See, McCarthy's gone, bro. He's about to go.
My bad. I'll let you go. I didn't bring that up. My bad.
I can't wait, dog. I might pick him up from the airport. I might pick him up.
No, cool.
So, like, my thing is like this. You got a lot of quality coach. You got Sean McVay sitting in the dugout. No, not Sean McVay. Sean Payton. Sitting in the dugout.
He's sitting for one more year, I think.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the dugout.
For one more year.
Just chilling. Give Brian Flores a chance. Mike McCarthy,
nah.
See you later. No, but you got to understand something.
I understand what you're saying. It's a power play.
It's a power play because you got to think about it. Jerry
Cowboys?
Jones.
If they hire a black coach?
Jerry Jones, not only a black coach, but, like, you want to win, bro.
Yeah.
You want to win. Jerry Jones don't give a fuck. Like, Jerry Jones is not giving you incentive for losing.
Well,
I'm going to tell you that right now.
He can hire prime time.
I don't like Dak, but he's not giving you an incentive for losing.
Hire in prime time, then. Hire Dion.
Nah, Dion's
not leaving college right now.
I know.
He's setting up the foundation.
But I do understand what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Jerry Jones could set this up where he's like, yo, Brian, come over here, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what these people say. I'll get you.
But that means he got to go against the rest of the owners.
No, he got the longest money, bro.
Yeah,
he got the longest money.
I'm not
so
saying
it
you're
don't matter,
wrong,
bro. He don't matter.
Money only matters so much when numbers take over.
No, it don't
Votes matter.
No, it don't matter. I got
emotion.
money, bro.
I know, true.
He don't care.
He's cold blooded. He has straight ice in his veins.
Hey, let me tell you something. That man will do whatever it takes to win a chip.
Do you think? I guess let me ask one question.
Is this a dream for you that this happened, or you really?
No, he's making a valid point. He's not saying it's a dream.
No, it's not a dream or anything. I've never seen Brian Flores coaching the Cowboys,
right.
But for him to go to the Cowboys,
that changed
Jerry
the game.
Jones,
That'll change the game.
Definitely,
that'll change the game. Do you think the owners for the Bengals, because it was the Bengals as well, that have been accused of paying $100,000 with Hugh Jackson. He came out and said it.
The Browns.
Oh, it was the Browns. I'm sorry. Apologies. The Browns. Apologies. No disrespect. The Browns and the Dolphins. Do you think the owner should be mandated to sell the team like Buddy from the Clippers? Because they kind of messing with the integrity of football.
No, they won't.
No, wait. But we can all agree, Roger Goodell.
I say yes, but based off the facts and what needs to be happened, they didn't. They're gonna always have some type of loophole, bro.
The text messages are kind of crazy. You got text messages and facts. That's the only thing about the Browns. Now, Brian Flores don't got text messages. It's just hearsay. But when Hugh Jackson got text messages, that's where it gets a little finicky because you're basically throwing games, right? And that takes away from integrity of the game. That's the only thing. So I guess I asked that question because I think I agree. Brian Flores has probably coached his last game, but what he's doing for the future of football is the same as like Kaepernick. And there was one other dude from baseball. I forget his freaking name. Something Luck or some shit like that. But he did the same thing for free agency for baseball, and he never made a dime. So is it admirable to be a person that looks at the greater good, or the person that?
And you gotta remember, Brian.
changes.
First of all, Brian Flores, he's from Honduras.
That's
a fun fact.
God damn it.
That's a fun fact.
I gotta
Actually,
support the
he's from
nigga.
exactly. He's from Honduras.
I would support him anyway, but Jesus, now I really gotta support him.
He's from Honduras. Like,
So he got the 5 stars on his chest, like
he. You know what I mean?
Blue joints, like, what's up?
Now you gonna be like, yeah, Flores.
I got kind of like Flores.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
That kind of changed the game a little bit. I mean, I do think he coached his last game though. As fucked up as it sounds, we know, like y'all all just said on this panel, those guys run that game.
Those guys run that game, but at the same time,
unless the black dude buys Denver, then we'll have a little.
We hope so.
Little change. Little taste.
So my take on it is no longer related to football, the game of itself. Like you said, what he's doing is larger than the game.
Yeah.
This is more about making sure that the people, I'm saying people in general, get what they deserve. And fair treatment, fair opportunities, because, you know, if you want to say simple coaches, there's a lot of coaches out here that shouldn't even be head coaches.
Nigga.
Yes.
McCown was a high school coach.
Number one
finalist for the Texans.
Let him get his shit off, though.
So,
Go ahead, Brian.
That was one of the points I was going to bring. McCown coming from high school trying to be a finalist for a head coach job. That's fucking bullshit. You got dirtbag Urban Myers coming in and being a head coach.
That's Ash's boy.
So
he be drinking with him.
there's just so many
2 times
BS stuff that goes on. Yeah, they want a program to do this and this. I know nothing about McCown besides he was a backup. So I'm not gonna move on from football.
No, let him finish. Let him finish his shit.
I want to add a little spice to it.
No, you can add some sauce on to that. You gonna add some sauce on? Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Do your thing.
So this goes. Get your on my shoulder. You about to break my shoulder. Chill out. But no, it's just, this has to be bigger than that, because as a coach and especially in the NFL, you know you only have such a window to make sure that you're maintaining relevance.
You right.
And for you to take this step after being a head coach for the last 3 years is a huge step, because honestly, we all knew his name from the moment he left the Patriots.
Facts.
We all knew that, he might have a track record to be actually pretty good.
Yeah, he was.
And honestly, he was doing a pretty good job with the Dolphins.
10-7?
You have to develop a freshman quarterback. I mean, a rookie. He had so many impediments that he had to get to in order to get to where he be. And the fact that he's bringing out, again, sorry, I'm going to go back away from football. But he had so many things he had to step over in order to get to where he is at this point.
Shout out to Bill Belichick.
So for him to get to this point and be like, you know what? Honestly, the game is what it is. If I have to work a 9 to 5, that's what it is.
I'm out.
I'm not going to be hurt about it.
Deuces.
If I see Flores at Uno's, I'm gonna be tight.
I'm dapping him up though.
I'm dapping him up though. And that's the hardest thing.
He gotta wear the blue and white. He gotta throw the blue and white on though.
Hook me in with the deep dish.
Straight up. Cheese and tomato though.
But it takes so much of himself, because he knows he's gonna get it. Like, everybody's gonna rip him apart. NFL owners, the media, the people you see every day. Like, you know how much disrespect he's gonna get.
Yeah.
And it's like, but this is the thing. This is me. I 100% support and respect him for his decision, because it takes a lot for a man to say, look, and a black man, person of color, to step forward and say, look, I'm tired of this cycle happening nonstop. Let's move forward and let's try to do better. And you know the people that have money hold the power. Yeah. And they're the same ones that are going to keep the same cycle going. And so this is his only step in trying to bring this to light. And I'm going to say this too. I hope all the coaches and players step forward and stand by him, because that's the only way any change is going to happen.
Stop the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Go ahead, Rich. Get your shit off.
I ain't going to mess up that bag.
Who managed the Super Bowl 2 years in a row? Well, since last year.
Who managed
the Chiefs? The Chiefs, right?
Yeah, well,
the OC. Why he hasn't been hired yet?
Yeah, you right.
Brian Leftwich.
Why my man be enemy?
Why Brian Leftwich hasn't been hired yet?
Why wasn't Cully given a 1 year after he didn't have a quarterback the whole year?
Cully, yeah.
Jim Caldwell. The last winning season was 10-6, and
80% of the league is black. Just want to point.
Yeah.
Just want to point that.
How did your coaching staff not represent the players?
I just want to point that out. Go ahead, Rich. My bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. That bothers me so much.
Oh, you light skinned. It's cool. I feel you.
You know what I mean?
But y'all,
we are light. That's why I said I'm here. But I'm also dark skinned.
Don't be over here trying to alley you dark, bro.
You not that dark. Relax. You're not that. Go ahead. But you get your shit off.
Two more times.
No. That's what I was saying. Like, why they haven't been hired. I'm just giving you the examples of like these black coaches that hasn't been hired yet, who've been fired after a year or two. Like, okay, we're done. But these other coaches, you know, going.
Can we agree that sports is a microcosm of a society?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It always has been.
Right.
And I would say, and I want to honestly also say, I think at the professional level is where that happens the most. Because at the college level, you can change it because the players, the coaches' likeness is what brings the players.
Bring the recruits in.
I would be a lit coach. I ain't gonna hold y'all in college. I wouldn't be like Rick Pitino, though. He's a little wild, but I'd be lit.
And I'd also say,
rolling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And rolling.
And I'd also say, take a look at
pass that blunt, nephew.
Yo, let me hit that, nephew. I be dancing on the circle joint, like buddy. I'm like,
Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly. I be over there like,
you know that. Hey, you know that recruit went to Alabama.
Alabama.
That's cool.
But
That's
Chip
cool.
is at LSU now.
I be Dion. I be prime time.
You know what?
I be like prime.
I'm an LSU
Come
fan.
to your crib.
I'm
Hit
an
me with the
LSU
greens,
fan.
mama.
I'm an LSU fan.
I know. They got a
I'm
fire
really feeling
facility. They got a fire facility.
but that's not the coach that should be there.
Clemson got fired.
I know. What's Buddy from Clemson's name?
I forgot.
Trevor Lawrence?
No,
That's the quarterback that.
No, I know.
The coach. He be in some deep. Debo. Yeah, Sweeney. Sweeney. Yeah.
But the last thing I'll just say
Get your shit off.
the last thing I'll just say is that like we also have to
Shit off,
recognize
Coleman Koofy.
we also have to recognize that the coaches that are out there, they take their time. They know they have to be strategic with where they move. They can't be like a normal white person, white coach that can just move the way anyway.
You got some black people over there.
You got, and it's like, look at Dion had to weigh his. Honestly, Dion was strategic with how he did it.
He's ill. Dion probably the best recruiter.
Shoo.
I need to send Shannon Sharp on recruit visits. He needs to get
Let me
hired.
ask you something.
Shannon come to my crib, I'm going.
Who you gonna send to recruit to tell Russia to chill?
Who? I'm sorry?
To tell Russia to chill.
Russell who?
Russia.
Russia?
Who you gonna send to tell
Russell.
them?
Well, okay.
Who are you gonna send
Dennis Rodman.
to tend them?
Oh, nah. I gotta send a wild boy over there. He gotta be with the shit. He gotta be with the shit. You gotta drink vodka. You gotta be with that. Tarkovsky and them boys is a little wild. I'm rolling.
I'm sending Mike Tyson.
Not church.
Nah,
He don't drink
on horses.
He said, "Go get it together."
Not gonna be on horses, bro.
I might send Buddy from Aerosmith.
What?
Steven Tyler, I might send him. He's with that shit.
From Woburn?
Yeah.
No, is he from One Direction? No, he's from
Wakefield. I
No,
thought.
he's from Mass.
He's from Mass.
I forget what part.
But I might send Steven Tyler because he's with the cocaine and doing the drinking, and he might be with that.
So,
Or I'll send Ozzy.
Hold on. Could y'all clip?
Ozzy.
Like, could you clip? Give us more understanding.
So listen,
for the
right now,
viewers
I don't
of what's going on?
know. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if anybody's been under the rock, but like, listen, Russia
Putin's wild.
and Ukraine, they got heavy beef. Like I'm talking about heavy beef, like Crip and Blood. Crip and Blood. Like I'm talking about they pulled up at their front door like they ordered Domino's.
What's
right?
up?
Like yo, they're like, yo, what's popping, fam?
What's up?
So, but right now, what's going on is like they're almost calling this a Cold War too.
They gotta chill though.
So right now they had a little standoff with not saying like guns fired or anything like that. Nothing.
Oh, they got the face off going on.
They just loading up.
They got the face off.
They're pulling up in the tanks.
What's up?
In the tanks,
It's
like
a
yo,
face
what's
off.
good?
It's a boxing face
Yo,
off.
what's good?
Oh, it's the weigh-in.
And then NATO's like nothing.
Y'all niggas gotta chill.
What's up?
We here too.
What's up though? So the whole thing is just that Russia, Ukraine. A lot of people don't realize that, we kind of like overlook this, but at the same time it still affect us because guess what? If shit pops off over there, like we pop off over here. Like
they doing this? They doing this like
nah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
little fat kid.
Yeah, so like look, like what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if because a lot of things is like, if they invade Ukraine, I don't know if people know where Ukraine is
it's
at.
on like popcorn.
Listen, if anyone don't know where Ukraine is at, look
at a map.
Just Google Chernobyl.
Yo,
like whatever.
straight up.
So listen.
That's where it went down.
Little Odessa.
Cheese on
so,
bread.
Remember
damn.
What's that thing? Lord of War.
Yeah.
They was from Ukraine.
They was from that block.
So
they got the strap.
Once again, guys, like a lot of times people gotta understand that, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is very important just for our society as well, too. Because guess what? If they go to war, we go to war. A lot of people go to war. Yeah, guess what? World War III. Oh my God.
And Russia's selling 600 million in oil. They selling 600 million in oil a day.
Easy.
A day.
Easy. light work.
My nigga Vladimir's
work,
over
bro.
there getting that work off.
Vlad's
He's like, "What's up?"
Moving it.
He's like, "What's up?" I'm here. I'm like, "Oh,
Vlad's moving
all
that
right.
work." But listen, not no
He was
bullshit,
cool with
man.
Trump.
Like, you know what I mean?
So
They-
what point? So at what point does Jesus? Is it North Korea?
Oh, they got nothing to do with this.
Nah,
They got nothing to do with
But
this.
you
Nah,
know
no.
they know they're gonna be brought
Nah,
up.
no, North Korea's testing though.
They
over here
got
let them
Kim
say-
Jong's
let-
over there
let
getting
them say
skinny.
something
Kim
about
Jong-
it.
Getting
Kim
skinny.
He's like, they said what?
He's
They-
slim.
They said what?
Kim Jong.
He's Slim Jung now.
We don't shoot
Yeah.
that.
We gotta call him Slim Jung.
He lost.
He lost a lot of weight.
Listen, but like Clint said, you know,
Somebody see me, show me a picture. 'Cause I ain't never. I thought he was dead for the last 3 years.
Nah, he ain't
He's
dead,
here.
he ain't.
He's here.
That was a rumor.
That was a
but
rumor, but he's here.
mad
He
weight.
lost mad weight.
I'm gonna keep it 100. He texted me.
That's your man.
I didn't. Hold on, hear me out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You gonna get me
Hold on.
locked up? You gonna get me locked up? I can't. I don't know you.
Yo, did he hit you back about the candy corn? Because I didn't like that.
Don't do that. I told you that confidence.
My bad.
See, yo,
That's me.
he said, "Did he hit you back about the candy
Jeez,
corn?"
that's just
Reason because I did want that.
Yeah, I didn't want that. Nah.
Listen, no bullshit. Like like Clinton said, the price has gone up.
On the brick.
The price has gone up on a brick. Let's talk about how much these Super Bowl tickets cost.
Oh no, that definitely went up. You going?
I'm gonna tell you right now. No, I'm not.
All right,
All right, so listen, right now,
Especially
guys.
LA. Ew.
The starting tickets.
Yeah, price.
Where you at? Where you at with the starters?
Okay,
the starter
let me
pack.
see if I can-
That's the whole
They
pack.
said you outside the
Oh,
stadium
yeah,
on
basically.
a, on
So
a,
right now, listen.
It was a lot.
Starting. I can't tilt this because I kind of got this.
the price is that crazy?
5,000 is starting. 5,099 is starting.
Yo,
now.
LA's expensive.
So that's for the all seats. Bengals fan hospitality. They got this. I don't know. I don't.
Oh, that comes with food.
5,000. No, definitely this. $5,101.
I'm not going.
Rams.
That's just gonna be sold
5,001.
Yeah.
56 live. 5,000. Okay, so okay. Here's where we get to the meat and potatoes.
Ooh.
Club 67. I don't know where that's at. It doesn't seem like it's in Boston.
That's popping.
So starting at $10,625.
Well, if we put in
I don't got it. I don't got
2,500 a piece, we can make it.
You know you got to connect.
One
You be
person.
there.
Just
You be there.
one though. We gotta draw straws.
And NFL honors 22 experience. That seems like you're not going.
Oh, this is so
That's
fine
$1,500.
too.
That's
Oh
$1,600.
no, I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're not going. So
What's the flight to get
Super
out there?
Bowl right now is on February 13th.
I
Is
thought
it
it was this
13th or
week.
the 16th?
I told Richie let's hang out
it's,
this week.
it's,
16th.
it's next week.
It's next
16th,
weekend. It's the
13th.
it's the weekend of the
12th.
13th.
The 12th.
12th, 13th. Yeah, because that's a
it's the
Friday.
13th, yeah.
The 13th. Yeah, okay. We
So
can
it's on.
Is that a
Okay,
Saturday or
so
Sunday?
Sunday.
now that we're talking about this,
Not going. Just
no.
gonna shoot you straight.
What's your predictions?
Rams.
Good.
You said Bengals. Don't switch up now because we're on camera.
Don't do
nigga.
it.
Nah, I go Bengals.
Joe,
Whatever.
cool. Okay, cool. All right, Ryan. You said you didn't think of. Okay,
Rams.
good. That's a boy. That a boy.
It's-
Ash is Rams.
Y'all know it's a fucking storyline. Y'all know it's a
Ash
storyline.
is the Rams. I got.
I'm putting
you
1,000.
right.
No, I'm
He's right.
I ain't got no 1,000 on nothing.
He
I got
said
thou-
light-skin
I
vibes.
got 1,000
You
chips.
got money.
I
You
want some
got
Pringles.
money.
Chips.
I just want.
I bought a couple
I just
bags
want
of
Stafford to
chips.
win and
I
retire.
need
That's
Stafford
it.
again.
He's not gonna retire.
I know. That's my. That's my wish.
you.
That'd be nice.
No, I promise you. I promise you.
I do fuck with
Hey,
Stafford too.
real talk, real
You gotta
talk.
respect the
No, you
game,
don't.
bro.
Real talk.
You would have picked him.
Real talk.
Yo, Joe Burrow's a beast.
First off,
bro.
don't be turning your mic like that. I
No,
don't
no
appreciate
bullshit.
that.
Yeah, what
You know they go to stand.
No bullshit. No bullshit. Real talk.
Like he changed another
Stafford
gear.
leaving, bro. If he wins his chip, I'll put.
Is he on a 1 year?
I'll put a 50
This
piece
is 1
on
year?
it. I'll put
You
50
just
piece on
gave
it.
one
up
year?
your first and second round.
I'll put
pick. He's
50
not
piece
gonna
on it.
retire.
Did you hear what
50
Ash
piece.
said?
After
He's
he
willing to
was
put the
gonna
money
retire.
up.
I'll put 50 piece.
Put 50 on it.
I'll put 50 piece on it.
50 on camera. Do it.
50 piece on it.
$50.
Holla
Let me
at
see your
me.
fingers and your nails and your.
Squalla.
What's your, hey, watch your hands. Your legs crossed.
Hello.
Your
No,
legs
he's
is
good.
crossed.
He's Gucci.
Hello.
Nah,
Yo,
he
his
good.
legs is crossed.
Yo,
No,
$50 on camera?
Nah, his legs is crossed.
50 on the camera?
I want that
Stafford's
right
gone.
after that game's over.
Staff-
I better get the.
I'll cash app you. I'll cash app you.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
All right, cool.
Let's
So
go.
we going Rams.
All right, so let's go ahead. We gonna go ahead and segue. It's a whole nother genre topic.
What is it?
We'll be quick.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and speed this up into Super Drive.
it?
So now we're gonna go ahead and talk about Netflix. Netflix, as you guys have noticed, if you guys have Netflix,
Hey.
has added a crap ton of TV shows and movies
Some lit shit. Some lit shit.
and some
But-
good shit that
but-
talks about real life
Get
shit.
to it. Get to the real.
You feel
Get to the
me?
meat and potatoes of this.
All right, so
price
I'm
went
not,
up
gonna
on a
talk,
brick.
I'm not gonna talk 15 right here. I'm not gonna talk the top 15 right now for the things you're gonna watch out for, and it's gonna be coming out.
Hit me.
So let me go ahead. Let me hit number 5. All right, how you say that?
I don't know if he can read.
Next.
So what's the movie? Who got in it? Or what a show?
You know what? All right. So let me just start here first, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any culture at all here. So I'm gonna read the description of it. So I'll read the first few sentences of what the movie's gonna be about.
What is it?
It's Hindi cinema. It's taking a slow step into creating narratives around LGBTQ community, which can be seen as a step towards inclusion.
That sounds
so. As you understand from that first sentence,
Changdagara Kar Akashiki.
Yes,
I got you.
Sorry, I'm just.
I got you. I got you.
I appreciate
Go ahead,
that.
next one.
I appreciate that.
Sounds
Next
like
one.
So that's number 5. That's number 5.
We got
Number 4.
Yep.
How I Fell in Love with a Gangster.
I can see that. I'm rolling with that one. That's TVMA.
That seems.
I'll read the first sentence here too.
It's
Nothing
TVMA,
quite
though.
says this is going to be an epic grizzly. I'm sorry,
Tap me.
grizzly.
Relentless
roller coaster of a gangster movie, like open scene that shows a woman lying on a bathroom floor. So it's a gangster movie
with blood.
It's a gangster
don't
movie.
skip that part. We're watching
I'm
that.
skipping. So we're going to the next one. That was number 4.
Yep.
Number 3, The House.
That was in the movie theaters.
I feel like that. Is this like a remake?
I feel like I seen that.
Is that a remake?
I feel like I seen that.
I don't know what that is.
Tim Burton meets Wes. Oh, fumble. Go ahead.
You got that? Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Somewhere
good.
in the realm of Tim Burton meets Wes Anderson lurks Netflix's new stop-motion anthology, The House. Produced by Nexus Studios, the adult-oriented series tells 3 independent 30-minute stories about humans and animals who live in the seemingly innocuous Epinus dwelling. All right, that's cool.
While we're on Netflix, did anybody see the one with all of those the world ending?
No.
Nah.
Next thing.
like
Jonah Hill.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jonah Hill.
It's too cheesy.
No one
Why
saw
they
it. No one saw
they
it.
try to put all the
Ash
like
saw it.
B-list.
Wait. Ash saw it. Ash saw
I've
it.
seen it.
I seen it.
You saw for the
Hey,
Special
Ryan,
effects.
focus. Number 2.
All right, so we're back.
Number 2.
Hey, number 2 coming in.
I'm gonna say you watch Ozark.
I have not watched it yet. I'll get to it. Go ahead.
Is it Munich?
Munich.
Thank you very much. Munich, The Edge of War.
January 21st. Came out. Coming out.
It did?
Came out. Yeah, sorry.
All right. Oh no, January. Oh yeah, it did come out.
It did come out.
Sorry, my days is mixed up.
It's
I
cool.
stay
It's
inside
cool.
all the time. You feel me? I don't look at the calendar.
you should know this.
Yeah, go ahead. Pull me up there.
Go ahead. Right. Read
All
it.
right. I'm just trying to get the general gist of it. Honestly, it's not something I'd watch, but
College buddies that a dazzling new Germany awaits on the horizon as fireworks sparkle in the background. So basically, it's some racist shit about Germany. Go ahead.
yeah. So go ahead. We'll move on to number 1.
Oh, this is fire.
Everybody,
This
y'all
is
know
fire.
the main one. Go ahead.
This
go
is
ahead, go ahead.
fire.
You got that. You got
No. You want me to read this?
Yeah, go ahead, read
All
it.
right. The Tinder Swindler. This sounds fire. Off the name is fire.
Also check out the cover art for it.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
pretty-
this
it's
is fire.
That's really they deep.
The
they
hook
digging deep.
into the fucking app, that's fucking fire.
And a ring.
2019 Norwegian newspaper VG published an article titled The Tinder Swindler, which sent shockwaves through the general public on par with the Atlantic's The Truth About Dentistry or the New York Times' Who is the Bad Art Friend. The article follows a man named Shimon Hayut, who spent years of his life posing as Simon LeView, the heir to the behemoth Israeli diamond fortune. He adopted the persona to court women on Tinder, and once he has earned their trust to trick them into loaning him hundreds of thousands of dollars of money, he would then use to woo his victim or next victim. So he basically was out here acting. He was catfishing. I'm rolling.
Definitely.
I'm cool though.
Listen,
I'm cool with that. I want to see that.
You got it.
Really quick.
Shoot shot.
To piggyback on everything that
We
was
watching
said.
everything out here. Well, I'm not watching everything.
Price went up on Netflix too.
Price definitely went up on Netflix. Really quick, guys, for the people that go to the movie theaters, I do. We have Jackass Forever coming out.
You gonna watch it?
Yes.
I want to see
I'll
it.
wait till
You know,
it's
honestly,
I'm not gonna
I've
see it in
always
the
been a
movie
Jackass
theater.
fan. I love seeing
The hand
that
smack
shit.
was ill.
I'm not gonna see it
I
on.
saw
I'm not gonna go and watch it in the movie.
I'm not watching no movie theaters.
I'm definitely pirating. Go ahead, continue.
Moonfall.
I don't know what that's about. But go ahead.
He's definitely gonna watch it.
No, I'm not.
Special
Black
effects.
Phone.
Don't know what it's
The
about.
Black Phone. I don't know what that's about.
I'll watch it.
That's coming out February 4th.
That's
did
tomorrow.
already
It looks
came out?
dark.
That's
No,
tomorrow.
that's
It looks
tomorrow.
dark.
Black Knight.
Not tomorrow.
Cat. Oh, listen. Catwoman Haunted.
Don't want to
It's
see it.
coming out next week.
Don't want to see it. You're gonna watch it. Though.
Death on the Nile. Not watching that.
That looks
Marry Me,
trash.
Definitely did. Marry Me. Amazing. Maurice. Is that supposed to be like Garfield?
Probably.
Okay, whatever.
The Batman's coming out.
Yo, Rich, you definitely gonna watch The Dog with Wifey, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, he seems like.
That's what Channing Tatum. He ain't been. Honestly, he kind of fell off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You watched Magic
I
Mike,
missed
didn't
him.
you?
Damn right.
1 or 2? Both. Didn't you?
No, I didn't watch both. I watched one.
That's a lot of trash movies coming
Listen.
out.
Here's a-
Paramount, do better.
Here's a quote of the
my
week.
gosh.
You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club, Jack London. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club, Jack London. Special announcements.
Big bar.
R.I.P. Louie Anderson.
Gotta get that off.
Gosh.
Gotta get that off, man. That's sad. That was fucked up.
Gosh.
Yeah. We're losing them one by one, buddy.
Oh my gosh, man. Anything you guys learned this week?
We love and appreciate you guys, and I love and
cool.
appreciate these guys. That's really it.
What else?
Nothing else.
What else?
Just take. Hey, I'll go back to what we were talking about earlier. You gotta stay in your lane and take your time to do what you gotta do. Staying like I keep on. It's so many like things. My mind's just blowing up. Realize, stay in your lane. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. It's you.
All right.
You against you, and you stay at your own pace.
Live your life and love your life.
I like those. Those are all good ones, actually.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one.
Enjoy yourself.
All right.
Love.
Enough with the motivational quotes. Let's get the fuck out. We get it.
Listen, man, I want to thank you guys for rocking out with us for another episode of Opinions and Consequences, episode 105. If you can give it, you can take it. No, if you can give it, you can't take it, though.
If she smokes, she pokes. All right, that's that.
Is that a thing?
Is that the right one?
Shit.
I thought
Is that like a really thing?
I don't know.